Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Junkyard Digs. Today we're breathing life back into Phoenix's 78 Jimmy that was rescued from a barn after sitting for a number of years. Welcome back to another video. You might notice that things are a little out of order. I was not there for the recovery of this vehicle. They pulled this truck and a chalet out of a barn way up in Wisconsin, so I wasn't there for any of that. The best I can do is this for an intro, which should give you guys some motivation to stick through the tech and suffering that we're going to go through today and see us have some fun at the end. So without further ado, let's rewind the clocks to the very first time I saw the truck at your shop.
All right.
Here we go. We're back.
Another marketplace buy.
We keep doing this.
Pretty solid for the most part, other than the rockers on it.
Yep, rockers and cab corners are gone.
No carpet on the inside, and the floors are solids.
Definitely a respray, I can tell that already.
Yeah.
The grill is like pristine. Everything up front is beautiful.
The hood isn't kinked or anything like that.
Yeah, hood's straight, no rust holes right here. Oh, never mind, there's the rust holes right there. Spoke too soon.
Oh, don't point that out. It's a 78 GMC Jimmy, High Sierra.
Yep.
And four-wheel drive. He told me it's a 400 small block with a turbo 400 trans. It's got 90,000 miles on it. I'm the second owner of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, these seats are something.
The dash isn't even cracked.
Ooh, it's not bad in here.
I'll have to crawl through, pop the door panels off, because I've tried using the pliers to pull on the lock and it still won't unlock. And wiggled it every way.
There's some rust poking through there and here.
Yeah, there's paint run right here, so you can tell it was
run.
repainted at some point.
Juicy.
Factory AC's still on it.
Ooh. And we can dump this out.
Hey, we do the old classic.
Oh, yes! The old lid flip. So is this a 4-barrel quadrijet? It is.
Yep.
So, being a quadrijet, it'll probably run like poop, but it'll run. Because it's quadrijet.
I can already tell it's gonna not run right now. Look at that distributor.
There are a couple components missing there. Why did they unplug a wire?
That's weird. It looks like something was chewing on the top of it, so maybe they're like, yeah, we should replace these. Never mind, that's too much work.
How long has this been sitting? 3 years?
3 years, he said. Apparently this one ran. Ish.
I bet she freaking fires up.
Yeah.
Let's go get a battery.
Alright.
Well, we thought we'd come in here and just steal some batteries, but it ain't going well. There is something I know that's in here that you guys will take interest in. And don't worry, it will be returning soon. The golf cart, Mark II, will hopefully we'll start working on this thing next week. But yeah, we got some metal for a roll cage. We got an air box, a fuel pump, ignition, some good upgrades. So hopefully it runs right. We can re-gear it, put some safety features on, and probably end up still ratchet strapping a seat to the side of it and just send Phoenix into the bean field at 105.
I need to do a wheelie.
Alright, back to looking for a battery. But I just want to let you guys know this is going to be out here soon. We're going to start working on it. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Where the hell's Phoenix? Oh no. I went and got some adapters so we can run our battery.
Alright, kids. When you let a vehicle sit for too long, don't lock the doors. Yeah, I can't get either door open.
Well, nice. Let's get a battery and see what happens.
Alright.
So we're missing 2 plug wires. They've been chewed off, but our battery's hooked up. Let's see if this thing spins at least.
I don't think I have anything here.
Oh?
Dude, that sounded pretty easy.
Yeah. I can already hear it sparking.
I can hear it too. You think that's enough?
Yeah, probably. Let's see if she pitter-patters now. Okay, alright.
That was easy.
Do her again. Let me see if our accelerator pump works. That's a no, but I mean, are we surprised? I'll run the fuel tank here. Sounds pretty good back there with the dual exhaust. Yeah, it's for 6 cylinders especially. All right, now the bowls are filled. Try that.
It's blowing right in that
Stuff come flying. Oh man!
Runs pretty good for missing 2 plug wires.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Still won't run off its own fuel supply.
Nope.
So we either have no pump or no tank or just no gas.
I think I have a spare set of plug wires in the shop.
Let's get them on there. See if we can get this thing to run on all 8. Hey, is there any brake fluid in that thing? Oh?
Front one is.
So we probably got a rear line blown out.
Yep. Which is good, because you don't need those.
One of those
I'm
accessory
gonna
items.
forget, but we don't have a C-clip in that rear axle.
Oh, that's right. The listing said that the rear axle is falling out.
And there's a brake drum sitting on the floor here.
Oh.
Which
So even though it fired up and ran right away, we have our work cut out for us for this episode.
we do.
Yeah, let's get some spark plug wires and see if we can get this thing to run, and maybe get fuel into it, move it around the yard a little bit, and then start tearing into brakes and axle stuff.
Sounds like a plan.
Uh-oh. Hey, Phoenix,
Yeah.
any chance there's another key on that key ring?
No.
Yup,
Tell me it's a lock.
it's a locking cap. And I
Well,
can't.
the doors are locked and they don't open, so I can only imagine this is gonna go really well.
Oh, there, gas. Holy crap, it even
Wow.
works. At least one of the locks on the truck work. Great, that's awesome.
She's thirsty.
You
As would any 400 small block.
Yeah, just sick. Get used to it.
It's nice out today.
It is really nice out. Tomorrow's like December 1st.
It's supposed to be 60s all week here.
Oh yeah.
Found some more plug wires. Installed.
Fired up.
Did you hook the fuel line back up?
No, we're gonna watch to see if she pumps.
Okay.
So if I start screaming and hollering or burst into flames.
Keep it running.
Yeah, there you go.
No fires today, please.
Fuel pump works great. Why wasn't it full? I wonder if that filter's all clogged up right here. As you can see, it's say filter on the front of a quadrijet. That's because in this big fitting there's a filter. So let's.
Oh, it's not tight either.
No, it's not. Let's just pop him off and see if that thing's clear. Oh, yeah, maybe actually. That might do it. See if you can suck air through it.
Nope.
Alright, let's see if she fills up the bowls. Hit it. We got the fuel leak of all fuel leaks. Yeah, we need a new line.
Alright. Well, you know the drill.
Back to the shop.
Back to the shop.
Alright, try number 3. This time with 2 hose clamps. Still on idle. Believe in yourself. Little hose clamp.
Was the choke just stuck on?
Yeah, then as soon as I took it off, it was like, I'm done. So it's either not filling the bowls or just doesn't want to run without choke. Damn it.
Oh, you think we should try and get a spacer and just put my other carb on it?
I was gonna say you should climb through the window and just slam it and drive and see if you go anywhere.
Let's do it.
We know we're changing carbs, so there's no reason to mess with this one, really.
Yep. Alright. You know, give me like something to just wipe a little bit off the window, maybe?
What? Where's the fun in that? Hang on, I'll give you a little more. And just so you can see the length of the road.
Nice.
Is that good?
Yeah, that'll work. Back up.
drive shaft's doing like 200 mile an hour.
I was in neutral there.
It's spinning like crazy and nothing's happening in the rear end. And there's some funny noises from up here too, so.
I have to pull that tire off and see if the axle's just slid out of the carrier or whatever.
I think rear end work is gonna have to happen for sure before we see if it moves.
Driving by midnight, even though it's not running? We're gonna keep it. Good. Oh yeah, we got brakes.
All right, bath time. Good job.
Well, it no longer has 10 pounds of bird poop on it.
Fortunately, it still doesn't run or drive, but it's clean.
Got the important thing done. I can see out of the window now.
Should we roll in the shop, put a real carburetor on it, fix some things under the hood, tear the ass end out, and see why nothing's happening?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
At this point, we both had work to do elsewhere, so the Blazer sat in Phoenix's shop for a week. One evening when he had time, he tore the rear axle apart to see exactly what was wrong with it.
That's what. Ooh, the hot dog fell out.
This thing is gone. There's nothing left.
So that bolt was in there, and that bolt holds this from removing.
I've had that happen once where the hot dog fell out. I don't know what the technical name is.
I don't understand how it possibly could fall out, because the bolt that I just showed you that's good,
Just holds it in.
that was this one, and it was in, so it shouldn't have fallen out.
I had a Bronco in high school. I see the correlation here, a Blazer. I drove and parked at the Napa store in town, and it was sitting at just the right angle, and it always had a rear end vibration, and it just went dink and slid down.
Oh shit.
And then I got back in my truck and tried to drive away, and the truck would go like 8 inches, and that was it, and it won't move. And I was
Just
like,
enough to rotate
yeah, I was
it.
like, what the hell? So eventually I went, well, we're gonna find out. And I put my foot to the floor, and it ripped the little wiener hot dog thing, ripped the cover clean open, and just like looked like a cartoon banana peel metal.
Damn.
There it is.
This is what it should look like.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that 3/4 of it was missing.
We got the hot dog.
The hot dog is out of the hole.
It's only a little banged up, but that's alright for who it's for. Alrighty, so now we can push the axles in, pull these keys out here, and be able to... Oh, that already happened. That was way easier than the one in the Blazer. Alright, let's go just slap these in here, because that's the right thing to do.
Okay, so that ain't gonna work.
It's still stuck in here.
You snapped off a part of your hot dog. On both ends, probably. Remember how much shorter it was?
Nope.
What
Yeah.
failed?
Right here. It sheared it.
Yeah, but why did it eat half of this away?
Guessing with all the mud that was underneath this, I'm gonna guess they were off-roading. Hit something real hard, took the rear end out, then the four-wheel drive said, yeah, I don't want to work anymore. Then it took the chain out, and just everything went downhill from there.
This looks like 60,000 miles of uh-oh. All right, a little bit of calamity. We got everything back together.
Yeah.
Looking at our hot dog here, generally there shouldn't be any movement on this unless you're turning, because this is what sits between the spider gears and only has anything move on the spider gears when the differential is being used. What I'm wondering happened is someone might have ran this truck with a donut for a long time, or something to where you had mismatched speeds between the left and the right, and this thing just got really hot and started melting away, or had bad fluid in it, or God knows what. But yeah, as you can see, if the axle moves straight down the road, that gear does not spin, but as soon as you have one tire spin at a different rate than the other one, that's where movement occurs on this shaft. So let's get some oil in this thing and see if it moves around finally.
At this point, we both had to take another break to do some work on our own. While I was working on the next YouTube video, Phoenix put a new carb on the Blazer, and eventually we found a day where we could both work on getting it moving.
I don't even remember where we left off.
I think it was something like the carb's not good and I want to put a different one on.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Did that happen?
Yep.
Wow, this is awesome. I just leave and the story continues. No, it's not.
You got them double hump cam heads.
We got double hump camel top heads with the double pumper dual high-rise carburetor intake.
It's about 4.5 to the tires. Put a new battery in it.
Ooh.
Put some coolant in it.
Ooh. What about oil?
Nah, I didn't check that yet.
Do it run.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm excited because it ran like crap. Was it a giant leak underneath the carburetor on the back?
Yeah, in the back corner, it basically just blew out of that thermal barrier gasket.
Oh, dude. Dude, it's not even smoking.
I had the carburetor tuned pretty good on the Camaro.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Dude, that thing's a runner. Let me go get an exhaust clip. This thing sounds good. Yeah. It's extremely rich, but it was. If I didn't know better, I would have thought that was a diesel.
It has a slight miss, like the accelerator pump needs adjusted on it or something.
Let's see if this thing moves. It's not running on all 8. Yeah. Oh, that's drive? Oh, nothing's happening. You're gonna burn your clutch packs out. I think we're low on fluid because I saw it move at high RPM. Yeah, it moved 3 inches.
You just throw this in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you just pour it all over the transmission. Alright, don't crash. Do it again. Alright. What are you in? Oh, it doesn't do it in reverse.
It doesn't do it in reverse, it's only doing it in drive.
What are you in on your transfer case? I think it's your transfer case.
Full lock?
Try an open gear. Like high.
That's high lock.
Go high regular.
I think that's it.
It won't move?
It's moving, but it's like Is there 2 chains in the transfer case?
I have no idea.
I don't think so, but it almost acts.
Does it do it in lock and open?
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe it's that coupler for the differential in the transfer case. Yeah, try high lock, low lock once again.
Or high lock, high open. There, low lock.
Okay. Yeah, that's big sad sounds coming out of that transfer case. When they locked up the rear end, when that hot dog fell out,
I can snap that chain.
it probably snapped the chain or a coupling or something inside that transfer case is no longer in the amount of. It's in extra pieces than it should.
I think it's just sitting down there at the bottom and it's trying to move, but it's just hitting the chain.
Sounds like regardless, we're taking a transfer case out right now.
Unfortunately.
In the interest of saving time, I'm going to voice over the calamity that was the next about 8 hours. If you've dealt with an NP203 before, you know this, but if you haven't, just know they are ridiculously heavy and ridiculously awkward to handle. So in the interest of safety, we put the camera down and focused on not losing any fingers while getting this transfer case out. Once we had the transfer case on the ground, we pulled off one of the covers, expecting to see bits and pieces all over the place, but we saw nothing wrong. Instead, the bits and pieces that we did see were better than the ones that came in at factory.
We're gonna put a broken transfer case back in.
That's just it. It's not broken at all. We're just dumb.
Yep.
So I called Angus last night, explained what we were seeing with this thing. He goes, oh, it's got a mile marker kit in it. And as soon as he said that, I went, oh, yeah, it does. Duh. What they've done is bought the, I don't know, like $60 or $100 mile marker kit that changes this to a part-time transfer case. In other words, it is 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. The way we can tell it is the way it is by the way it is. In the fact that if I hold the input shaft and Phoenix turns the output shaft for the rear, that should turn the front in open, but it doesn't. Instead, it turns my hand. And it's not in lock right now. Now, it would be in lock, but now it's actually just in regular 4-wheel drive. And same case, I'm gonna hold this, Phoenix turns that, my hand still moves, which means that someone has put the mile marker kit in this transfer case. Had it not been, like I said, that one would have spun, my hand would not have moved, and that would have spun as well. So it would have transferred power through because it has a differential in it. This one doesn't. So there's actually nothing wrong with it at all, except for the fact that I think that linkage was just out of adjustment. So yeah, play with your shift linkages and everything and make sure everything's properly operating before you pull a transfer case. Now I know. And I'll tell you what, I'm never gonna forget about this, and I'll always remember that a mile marker kit is an option. All right, she's all back together. Should we give her a go, see if it works? Is this the thing you found under the floorboard?
Yeah, it was under the floor mats up here. Said it was restored 15 years ago at 91,000 miles.
What's it have now?
96,000.
That was a rough 5,000 miles. Good Lord. All right, go 2 high. All right, go 4 high. Hey, get engaged. Go for 4 low this time, full sweep. All right, there's 2 low. 1 more click. Hey, 4 low. All right, let's get some pins on these linkages, get our front drive shaft on, and take this thing for a rip. All right, moment of truth. What gear are you in right now? 2 high. I still hear noise. Do it again. I still hear noise, and it kind of sounds like it's in front of the transfer case. It didn't really seem like it was wanting to move. Yeah.
It only does it in drive. It's not making that noise in reverse.
Try pulling all the way down to 1, and if that still does it, try 2. Do it at really low RPM if possible. Didn't do it that time.
No.
Try low, I guess.
Gotta let it warm up a little.
Bye, Phoenix. Hang in there, hot dog. Good luck, little buddies. She needs 2. That's 4. So you only have low.
and reverse.
That's weird, because shouldn't drive start in first the same as low?
And four-wheel drive works fine.
Yeah, so.
Two-wheel drive works fine. Looks like I'm gonna have to throw that turbo 350 in after all.
Yeah, you know what? So I bet your theory's still right. I bet the rear end locked up and it didn't blow out the transfer case, it blew out the transmission.
Hey, at least it kind of moves. I can move it around though now until
Yeah.
we get our rest of the parts in.
Let's order some parts and we'll return. This is just going on and on and on.
Yep.
Do you remember where we were at on this? I don't remember. So, it's been 3 months since we worked in this truck, I think. You got super busy, we moved. We had like 3 or 4 projects going on that we were doing all together, and then they all came to a grinding halt. This being the big brown one. Last I remember, you tried to drive it and about got 3 concussions.
So it goes backwards all day, but it only goes 3 feet forward. What is that? The Blazer suddenly doesn't drive forward anymore.
Yeah, and then I did a reverse burnout, and it's been driving perfect ever since.
What the hell? You have a new trans that we're gonna put in this today, right? To finish this all off.
I wouldn't say new.
You have a different trans.
I don't even know if that one works.
God! Moral of the story, we have another transmission that we were told works, so we're gonna try to swap those out today so Phoenix can finally drive his big brown turd.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'm no expert by any means, but I don't think trans fluid is supposed to be brown.
Oh, it's not supposed to match the truck color?
No, well, maybe you're onto something there.
All right, we got everything unbolted. Let's see if, supposedly, we put our trans jack under this cross member. Ow, my retinas. And we put this trans jack under the cross member. It will balance between the weight of the 9,000 suns that the transfer case weighs and one whole 350 about 3 feet that way is supposedly even. So here we go. Wish me luck. Is it separating?
Yep, there it
Holy
is.
shit. This is working. Okay, let's just slide her back, I guess.
Okay, hang on.
Alright, now what? We weren't centered left or right on the trans cross member.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh. Fun bucket?
There we go.
We'll let that drain. Alright, well, now we utilize the bend pack 2-post lift and pick the truck up off of the transmission. That's the biggest secret right there.
Oh, it is bouncing.
Holy shit! There it is.
Was that like 24 minutes?
It was actually only like a calm, not fast-paced hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Like you had like a beer the whole time. I just kind of flopped around underneath here and flailed my arms around. That's the easiest transmission I've ever pulled.
It was easy.
Right, that means that one will fail and we'll be doing it again now that we said it out loud. Let's bolt the new one to that big heavy bastard and get it back up in there and see if it works this time. I'm sure we won't be back here anytime soon. Alright, well there it is. We got everything out and separated. Let's go out with the old and in with the new. Alright, in with the other.
Lift with your back, not your legs.
This one says Rex on it. We don't know why, but it's going in. Turns on the exact pieces. Like clutch covers or something. Phone call. I'm gonna put a new front seal in the transmission.
Okay. Yeah, it'd probably be around $100.
Done. Real quick, look at the difference in fluid color between the transmission we're putting in and the transmission that we took out. I think good old Rick here, that ought to work for us.
Yeah, you know it's rebuilt when it's got lettering on it.
Rick's. Alright, goodbye Rick's transmission. Best of luck to you. So Phoenix is fighting the kickdown cable and the dipstick right now. I've got our torque converter bolts on, most of our bell housing bolts are on, cross members in. hook up some lines and stuff, and then it's cover, drive shafts, done. Which means it's time to start moving on to the other issues with this truck. Like, for example, oh, I don't know how to do this with one hand. Help me, Jesus. Like, for example, the fact that there's no brake drum on here, Phoenix.
I don't know.
What's happening? Oh, this sat in the dirt at the last place, didn't it?
This axle kept sliding out, so then that's when we put that little hot dog looking thing in there.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's not falling out. I don't know why we didn't put this drum back.
I forgot we even worked on this axle on this truck.
Yeah.
You've got, so, by the way, this is going to be a two-part series.
Yep.
Because you found some parts. And maybe we even mentioned them earlier, but Rough Country sent some parts as well.
Yep.
So, essentially what we're going to do here today is get this sucker up and running here soon in the next half hour.
Yep.
And then take it out to my place and go wheeling. See how it does. And then come back and do everything correctly.
Dana 44 up front, and then we're putting a 14-bolt corporate in the back, 4-inch leaf spring suspension.
Hell yes. Make sure you guys subscribe to see when that one comes out. But for now, I'm going to try to pick some of the dirt out of this and we'll get the drum back on. I don't know, maybe I'll just put that tire back on.
I mean,
horrifying.
it brakes fine. It stops.
Oh yeah, it looks plenty broken. I don't doubt that at all. But if you put the E at the end of the word instead of the middle,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not leaking or anything, but I don't know, maybe there's no fluid.
There's a good chance there's just no fluid. Okay, so upon further inspection, there is absolutely no way, I mean no way, that these brakes were doing anything back here. Looking at this wheel cylinder and everything else, these were completely junk. There's probably no fluid even making it back here, so I'm going to make the executive decision to cap off at least this side, if not the rear axle. Let's get her put back together and see if we have a transmission. Alright, the time has come. The Blazer's back on the ground. Everything's hooked up. Phoenix is going to hop in and fire it up. We're going to wait for it to fill all the systems, bleed all the air out of the cooler and out of the torque converter and everything else that was removed. And then I'll check fluid levels and we'll see if it moves. Totally dry. Well, just took the whole gallon. It's good to go now. Let's see if we got any gears, sir. Got some carburetor work to do. Hey, there's God. What do you know? A whole new transmission, and it works different. Alright, get the hell out of here. Heck yeah.
It's got first, second, drive, and reverse.
Hell yeah. What do you know? You change the whole transmission and it starts working.
Yeah.
Crazy. So we have our vehicle that drives around now and stops, but it sounds like we got some carb work to do.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Bring her inside and make that happen.
Alrighty.
Alright, I don't want to scare anyone when I say this, but this is Kevin from the future in relation to the clip you were just watching. I'm currently editing the video of Phoenix's Big Brown Jimmy, and we just got to the part where I tune the carburetor. I spent some time on this clip. We busted out the dry erase markers, prop carburetors, and even had to rebuild a distributor in the middle of it. I wanted this to be the most inclusive video for initial settings on a carburetor we've ever done on the channel. And it is. Unfortunately, because of this, our total runtime is getting a little ridiculous. This segment alone is about a half hour, and I am to here out of here. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna trim the carburetor tuning section out of Phoenix's Big Brown Jimmy video and make it its own video. This is gonna help our runtime a lot. It's going to be easier for you guys to find that video instead of digging through the, oh shit, what car was it that he talked about car raiders, there's going to be a dedicated car video for you to reference back to in the future if you ever want to go watch it again. And worry not, it's going to be coming out right after this one in a couple days. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to wave my hand across my keyboard and we're going to magically fast forward to the part where the truck runs great after a whole day of debauchery. Let's go wheeling. The day hath come. I'm gonna follow Phoenix out to our place and we're gonna go wheeling with the Blazer. He just filled it up, it should be good to go. It's a beautiful 34 degrees outside today. 34, windy and snowing. This is gonna be horrible. I'm currently rocking down the road in our $500 Grand Am that we bought for the race we're hosting next week. You guys will see that. I bought this for 500 bucks because it spit a spark plug. I bought a new spark plug, went to helicoil it, found the old threads to be just fine, put the spark plug back in, and we've done, let's see, we've done about 400 miles on this thing. This piece of shit gets 22 miles a gallon. I love it. It's terrible. I don't know why I have nice cars. I don't know why I do this to myself. Anyway, I'm going to follow Phoenix out on the back roads, and we'll see you guys when we find some mud and off-road trails. It is Blazer time. Jimmy time. I keep calling this thing a Blazer. I forget it's Phoenix's big brown Jimmy.
Alright, Blazer's going down the road. We got shattered windows. That's okay because it's 40 degrees. And doing 30 miles an hour, I gotta say, the steering is absolutely it is like left to right within 2 feet. It is bad.
I'm sure that's fine. Onward. Oh yeah, that's looking a little wobbly. The time has finally come to go wheeling in the Blazer. Got her all tuned up, got her out here to the farm, drove all the way out here with no issues.
Drives good, steering's a little loose, but typical square body Chevy.
I bet that was real fun with that window being busted out in 34 and snowing in the middle of April.
It wasn't bad until we started going north and the rain was like coming at my face right through it.
Well, I know there's some mud over there and some trails out there. What do you say we go see what she'll do?
Let's go cruise the woods.
Let's do it. Racetrack's looking nice. The rain did it some good. I'll level her out a little bit and compact it. That's gonna be a wild ride here in like 2 weeks. My hat matches the interior. Kind of a prosthetic leg brown, beige.
Not bad for some old banana peel tires.
Banana peel tires. All right, here we go.
Round turn, rolling through the forest. Deer.
Look at all the deer. You blend in way too well out here. It's like a DNR truck.
This is my new hunting blind.
Well, okay. I guess I made them. Now I've made them wide enough for a car. Whoa. Yeehaw. Oh. Is there a ready time to lock the hubs in?
We'll make it.
Because it's like a 3-foot hill. Those really are banana peel tires. You were very accurate with that assessment.
They're so bad.
It's my favorite tree, Phoenix. Don't you touch that goddamn tree.
It's looking at me a little funny. It's about to disappear.
Oh, bonk.
Clearance issue.
Clearance issue. That right there is enough to justify axles. Whoa, you missed that mirror by. I'm talking feeler gauge clearances. Whee! Hey, who made all these damn tracks in my trails? Oops, damn kids. Well, what do you say we try and make it up to that? Yeah, man, usually you're all for this stuff.
I mean, I don't care about this thing, but I care about it enough to slide it into a tree.
I mean, we can lock it in 4 and you can just try it a little.
We'll try it.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, this isn't any crazy wheeling out here today, but we'll get to that. I mean, I've literally just made what we call the highway for like side-by-sides and stuff. There's enough land out here that we should be able to make some fun stuff for future videos. For now, a little more speed, you can do her. Dude, effortless. Hell yes. And yeah, all you are probably in the comments like, that ain't no damn hill. We live in Iowa. That is a hill. That's the only hill. That went pretty well. Didn't make it up. What was that?
I don't know, sounds like glass shattering back there.
Oh!
Oh,
Hey, the back window came open.
it works!
We got it.
Everything's just falling off.
It definitely came off the track.
Huh.
That'll just give you more ventilation for the drive home. So now instead of just having one window, you got 2.
That
So you get a good wind coming through there at 34 degrees. I think I know where there's a mud hole.
Let's go get it started.
If we do, we're leaving it till like June.
I'm gonna need a ride home too.
That's fine. There's enough Grand Prix out there. We'll find you one. What's up?
Yeah, we got problems.
Oh, don't tell me it's not starting. Oh, here's your problem. It's completely unplugged.
I blame you.
What? All right, hit it. Let's see if it comes to life again. Oh, like a champ. Who needs an air cleaner? We do, but we forgot. Turn! Like a glove. Holy shit. All right, the back side of the hill.
Oh, window opened a little bit more.
Oh my god.
With the mirror.
We're not beating on this truck. We're just working to improve it. This is R&D.
Yep.
We got to figure out the weak points, like the back window and the traction issue,
The
and then assess those in part 2.
sticky throttle.
Yep, there's that one.
The 2 front brakes that are only working.
Oh, there's that. Well, that'll be fixed with the axle. That's what the axle chain's for.
Oh, okay.
It just takes money and time, Phoenix.
Yeah. Everybody's got so much of it.
You have it? I don't have it.
Ah.
Shit. Is it a little soft?
Yeah. I don't know about this one. Till we get some better tires.
Yeah. It rained a shitload last night.
We're just gonna come in here and go.
Ah, hell, you hit her fast enough. You'd probably make it through right here once.
Yeah, I probably would.
Well, you already got your shoes wet if you get stuck. Dibs on you hooking up the chain. Yeah, I don't know. I've never driven anything through what will eventually become the mud bog, which is in front of us.
We can try it.
You want to try it? We got tractor and chains and some better weather coming up in the later part of the week.
Yeah, I think if I just come right through there, drive over this bush, and
It's like soft, but it's not soft. This could get interesting. It's still soft. I'm 30 feet away. He didn't know about that part. This should be fun. Oh. 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 That is a very big no.
I guess we're gonna stay here for a couple days.
That is so much softer than I was like. It was soft over there.
You weren't kidding.
I figured it'd be soft, but holy shit.
I was expecting me just coast across it, but nope.
I was gonna say, hey, look out for this big pile of sticks, but it was not a problem. You did not make it there. You didn't even, dude, you have one tire in the actual creek part. Will she back up? Yep, we'll come get her in a couple days with the tractor. And with that, that is going to conclude our revival of Phoenix's, what year is this?
78.
78 GMC Jimmy. We've been working on this thing on and off for 6 months, and we finally decided, damn it, let's get this thing done. So that is what we did. I hope you guys learned something this episode. We did a little bit of transmission stuff. We did some transfer case stuff. As for this truck, it's gonna sit right about there until it stops literally snowing, and we'll come drag it out on a warmer day. One last announcement before I say goodbye to everyone. Phoenix,
Yeah.
you are starting a YouTube channel.
I did. I have my first video up now.
What is it?
It is Wrenchin' Redneck.
Wrenchin' Redneck.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense right now, actually. It's very fitting.
Yep.
So you guys can go check out his channel. He's going to be doing some stuff on the side in his own shop. Working on this for anything between part 1 and 2. You've got some powder coat and stuff in mind. I think you're going to rebuild the axles before we even touch them on this channel.
Gonna rebuild the axles, powder coat the axles. I believe I'm gonna powder coat the lift kit too.
Ooh.
So it'd be cool.
Hell yeah. Got some rough country goodies coming for this sucker, which should help in this exact... I think we literally hung the frame up. So there we go. We got our clearance issue we were hoping for, so we could say we got axles.
Yeah, they got soft real as soon as I got off
Dude, it was
the
the second you came off the green grass, it just went goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We will see you right here next time on another episode of Junkyard Digs. Peace.